Oh, sorry. Yeah, so basically I'm here at the moment in Costa Coffee in London. It's near Euston Station. It's about 8:30 in the morning, so it's rush hour time. A lot of people on the way to work. Now if we actually just take a look at the queue here in Costa, we'll actually see that there's a lot of people demanding more likely going to be coffee, because Costa specialises in high quality coffee. Now they also sell other hot drinks as well, which brings us on to the whole concept of looking at demand of, say, Costa coffee, and what factors influence the level of demand for the product. So you can look at the obvious factor is price, so any change in price will affect demand, but let's look at some of the non-price factors. Now there's 2 or 3 we're going to focus on in particular. One of the first ones we're going to look at is actually the level of income of the actual consumer and how that actually changes. So we can see that flat whites, which Pete is actually just pointing to there, they retail at about £2.40 at the moment. Now it's considered quite a luxury good, so as people's disposable income rises, they'll actually start demanding more of luxury products. And Pete, I think, is going to have a go there. He's multitasking with the marker in one hand, so he'll demonstrate there's a shift in the demand curve to the right, from D to D1. And what happens is this affects the quantity increases because of the new equilibrium, but also the price rises to P1. So as demand goes up for a product due to changes in income, this will result in an increase in the price. We can also look at other factors as well, which might actually cause the demand curve to shift from D to D1. We can also look at the changes in taste and fashion. So we know that the culture of drinking coffee has now become quite popular, especially in cities and amongst the younger generation. Those people are actually happy to spend their hard-earned money on what can be conceived as overpriced coffees. Once again, resulting in a change from D to D1. We can see out the window there, a lot of these people walking by are all going to be coffee drinkers. But then leads us on to the next point. Demand for Costa coffee can also be affected by the price of substitute goods. So substitute goods are goods that, when there's an increase in the price of the actual product itself, people might actually switch their buying habits to purchasing substitute goods. Substitute goods in this instance could be tea, it could be other forms of hot drinks, but also could be the hot drinks that are being sold by its rivals, such as Starbucks or coffee at Cafe Nero. So if the price of a substitute good or a competitor of Costa, such as Starbucks, were to fall to £2 for a flat white, which would be 40p less, this would actually result in a shift in the demand curve to the left for Costa coffee, but for Starbucks it would result in a shift in the demand curve to the right, D to D1. And that's the non-price factors that would affect demand for Costa.